Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's vlog is starting on an unexpectedly very exciting note. So a few hours ago, my friend Francesca, who I actually had dinner with in the last vlog, texted me and said that our friend Emily is not feeling well today and she was supposed to go with her to the Jonas Brothers concert tonight at MetLife. And I obviously hope Emily gets well soon and everything, but since she had a ticket available, she asked me if I wanted to go. And I got that text and I was honestly like, you know what? Why not? Let's go. I grew up listening to the Jonas Brothers. They're actually from New Jersey, which if you're new here, that's where I live. And Fran is like the perfect friend to go to this concert with because she is a massive fan. Like we always do Jonas Brothers songs when we go to karaoke. I am just so thrilled by this last minute addition to my weekend. It's Sunday night, so gonna be a little bit of a late Sunday, but you know what? I never really do stuff like this and I'm self-employed, so I feel like I should be taking advantage of the fact that I can control my schedule and I don't have any like 8 a.m. meetings tomorrow. So I had a little bit of makeup on from earlier in the day, but I need to refresh and start over. We need to do concert makeup. I have no idea what I'm wearing. We're gonna pick a fun outfit. We're gonna get ready. And I definitely want to vlog at the concert. I do have to bring a clear bag per MetLife's clear bag policy. So I'm gonna bring this. I think there's room for my Canon G7X in here. Worst case, I will vlog on my phone, but I think the theme of this vlog, if you will, is basically going to be like an end of summer bucket list because I also am going to a Mets game with my dad later this week. I have a girls trip coming up as well, and I feel like it's just the perfect time to take advantage of the summer weather and the sun's still setting 8 p.m. and later. Like this is the time to say yes to stuff, the time to thrive, and the time to check stuff off of our summer bucket list. So I'm gonna start getting ready and then we need to pick an outfit. Okay, makeup is basically done. I am gonna wait and do my lips last because I do need to eat before I leave. But now I need to figure out what I'm wearing. As is the theme of the summer, it's hot outside. It's burning up, if you will. However, the concert doors open at 6. The opener comes on at 7:30 and then it'll go until I think a little after 10. So it will be a little bit cooler by the time I am making my way back to Hoboken. And I'm almost feeling like jeans and a top is the vibe, but which jeans, which top? Now see, some things might also be options for Taylor's Bachelorette, which I cannot believe that's this week. It totally snuck up and I'm getting excited. Like this little top that I thrifted last week with these feathers on it, I feel like would be a good going out option to bring with me. And then I don't really just want to wear like a plain maxi dress or something. Wait, I do have 2 red dresses. I mean, if you know, you know, this is actually a romper, but it could pass for a dress. Oh my God, I really need to organize this closet, but that is something that we're not doing today. I do have this midi dress that I love from Quince, but is this like Jonas Brothers concert vibes? I don't know, because I do want to wear sneakers. Maybe I should wear my cargo pants from Zara. I actually wore these last summer when Devin and I went to go see Fall Out Boy at Forest Hills Stadium. These are great concert pants because there's extra pockets like for your phone and stuff. And they're white, so they're gonna be more lightweight than jeans probably, and I'm hopefully gonna get less hot in them. Okay, so if I'm wearing those, I need a top. Oh my God, you know what? I have not worn this top from ASOS, I don't think all summer. And then the cream strap of my clear bag kind of goes with everything and I could just wear sneakers. I think this will be my outfit, but obviously I'm going to have to film a TikTok changing into it. My TikTok from when I went to Avril Lavigne earlier this year actually did really well, which I was happy about. So I'm kind of inclined to do that, especially since I'm back on social media now after taking a full week off. I actually still have not officially re-added TikTok and Instagram back to my home screen, but I have checked in on the apps. It is a little funny how I felt so dramatic taking a break and I got back to Instagram. I was like, don't know if anyone even realized I was gone. Okay, I tried to film a TikTok of my outfit. It kept kind of like weirdly zooming in a little bit towards the end, but here is what we picked out earlier. This little top is from ASOS. The Brahmi underneath is from Free People Intimates. Zara cargo pants. I'm also just realizing I wore these to Avril Lavigne as well. I think these are just my concert pants. Wearing my Converse. And I've got my clear bag, and I've got these Diff sunglasses that are actually a collection in partnership with the White Lotus. So it has the little White Lotus logo there. And with that, I think it is time for us to head out. I can't believe this is like my Sunday night plan. I had no idea I was doing this when I woke up today. I'm walking past Anthropologie right now in Hoboken, and it looks like they have some kind of like back to school display in there, like cute little notebooks or something. And I'm just like, I don't need a notebook, but like I kind of want to know what they are. So who knows, we might need to pop back in there sometime this week, who's to say. But I am so excited walking to the train now to meet Francesca, who is on the path, and we're gonna figure out the train situation together, because one interesting thing about me is somehow, despite over 4 years of living in Hoboken, I have never had a need to take a train out of Hoboken station. Like, I take the path out of there all the time. They also have a light rail station, but I just personally have never needed to take a train anywhere. So this is actually my first time doing it. We almost took it last year during the Giants game, and truthfully I regret not taking it because it took us so long to get home that night. But I really feel like the train is the move. And yeah, it's pretty hot out right now, but I feel like I'll be glad I wore the pants later on. We made it! I'm so excited! Oh, so and All American Rejects are opening. I don't know if I said that or not, so that is doubly exciting.
She got 5 hours notice and she pulled through because that's how good of a friend she is.
I said I kind of feel like I look like Hannah Montana today, and I'm not sure what is making me say that.
Wire as well.
Yeah, like early 2000s Disney for sure.
Which fitting, honestly. Very cool.
Perfect. I love it. There's like so many planes flying overhead from Newark. I don't even know if you can hear me or not. I don't even have a mic on this or anything.
Well,
because there's no.
Jesus, take the wheel.
For those of you that don't know, we grew up about 20 minutes down the road. Woo! And tonight we are celebrating something very special. We are celebrating our collective 20-year journey together. Baby, you know it's obvious, I'm a sucker for you. It's you, you be so loud. Drown them out, so hold on, hold on. We gon' dance in my straight to the band of verse. When I'm in the mood, when I'm in the dance. I don't want another crazy thing. I don't want just anyone to hold. I don't want my love to go away. I want you in your beautiful soul. So what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? To be totally locked up on you. I need to try to get to where you are. Could it be you're not that far? Gotta find you. You're the missing piece. I need the song inside of me. Honey's a matter of singing. I need to find you.
Did that really all happen last night? I am so shook, and I was singing so loudly and screeching so loudly that this is what I sound like today. But I don't care. I've been just sitting here watching all of the videos on my camera roll, just so blown away. I can't believe that I originally wasn't even gonna be at this concert, because if I was watching all of that from home, I would have been like, that was happening 20 minutes for me and I missed it. It was just one crazy surprise after the next. I had to write down actually everyone who was there because there's more than 5. So it was kind of hard to remember. Actually, my thread got a lot of attention. It has 400 likes. Come follow me on Threads if you're not already. Okay, All American Rejects opened. We got appearances from Switchfoot, Jesse McCartney, Dean Lewis, Demetria Lovato, her full government name, Big Rob, and we also got a DJ set from Marshmello, who I kept telling Francesca all I could think of was Acid Cat from The Good Place. That was kind of the vibe, and the whole Jonas family, their parents and Frankie Jonas, came out at the end to sing When You Look Me in the Eyes together. I didn't know that that was a song that they wrote along with their dad, and he sang. He has a great voice. Danielle Jonas came out on stage and brought their kids out. And I have to say, I felt such a swell of pride all of a sudden being from New Jersey. The whole concept of the tour was greetings from your hometown, and I was also obsessed with all of their outfits and their custom jackets. I'm gonna see if I can find any photos to put on the screen. I want one of these. I want a New Jersey denim jacket. Does anyone want to be the Jonas Brothers with me for Halloween this year? I would love to recreate these outfits. Truly just an unbelievable night though. I am so grateful that Francesca texted me. I'm so grateful I was here and had no plans. The only slight downer of the evening was getting home. Getting there on the train from Hoboken was fine, but the concert ended at 11 and we got right on the train, and I did not walk in to my front door until 1 in the morning because we had to transfer at Secaucus Junction, and when we got there, the next Hoboken train was coming in 30 minutes. So that aside, I think I got probably 5.5 hours of sleep last night. I have no voice, but you know what I also have? No regrets, baby. The summer bucket list is coming through this week. I am just still reeling in this millennial joy. I feel like this is such a specific type of happiness. It was so much fun. Did just edit this week's podcast episode. I'm gonna go ahead and create the audio version now, get it all scheduled, and attempt to be a responsible adult, but let me be the first to admit that this will not be my most productive day. It's the next day. My voice is improving slightly, but it's still just a little bit squeakier than normal, I guess you could say. But I have had a really productive morning. I sent a pitch to a dream brand, so cross your fingers for me, guys. This is one that I talk about literally all the time, and I would actually die if we worked together. I feel like one thing that always ends up on my summer bucket list is to try new spots in the neighborhood that I've been meaning to try. So I picked up Mr. Wraps for lunch today. This is my first time trying Mr. Wraps, and I got a chicken club wrap. I had to ask for it with no lettuce because if you guys know, one of my strange quirks is that I don't like leafy greens. The only way I've started eating leafy greens is by putting spinach in my smoothies, which I actually had one of those this morning, because then I don't feel like I'm eating leaves. It's kind of just like hidden amongst all the other ingredients. I'm low-key like so embarrassed that my voice is not back yet. It's been like 36 hours since this concert. But anyway, so sometimes when I order wraps, they are just so tiny because the lettuce kind of like bulks up the wrap and takes a lot out of it. But I have to say, this is like a pretty substantial wrap. I am going to continue to eat this. And I was also writing out a packing list for yes, another trip. Taylor's bachelorette is this weekend, as I think I mentioned. So I just want to make sure I have all of my outfits together. And I really should honestly start packing today or tomorrow morning because we leave Thursday. And then tomorrow night I'm going to a Mets game with my dad. But I have to show you guys. So I have this little weekend PDF all printed out, and I just got some of these report covers from Amazon. I can link them down below. And it has like outfit inspiration for the weekend. It has like our itinerary and stuff on it, the Airbnb that we're staying at, and like weekend vibes. So all the girls already received this digitally, but I actually have 2 of these to bring to the house. And then we also have hired cocktail boys to come to the house and make us drinks. And we just wanted to do some simple drinks like a margarita, a gin and tonic, and a Cosmo, but I gave them all cute names, and I forgot I still have these from our wedding left over. So, I mean, this will lie flat in my suitcase with the exception of that part. So I'm gonna bring this with me too. And I did all of this in Canva. I actually sell this as a template though on my Etsy shop. So if you are helping plan any bachelorette weekends, you can fully customize this based on whatever you want. Like I don't actually sell this exact one on Etsy. I asked Taylor what colors she wanted and what kind of vibe and fonts and stuff like that. So this is what I came up with for her. And I can't believe how fast that snuck up, and also how fast like the wedding and everything else is coming up by the end of the year. It's so crazy. I've started laying out my bachelorette packing list just so I can really see what I'm bringing, and I honestly feel like this is it in terms of clothing. I am gonna wash the sweatshirt that I wanna wear on the plane, but honestly, it is Thursday to Sunday, and we have pretty specific stuff that we're wearing for each thing, so I don't feel the need to overpack. For the first night, for example, we're doing like glittery, girly, sequins, feathers. I actually own a lot of stuff like that, but most of it is very wintry, and it is going to be hot when we're in Savannah. So I placed an Amazon order, and I got this. I think you can see it's very metallic-y, like a little cowl neck camisole. I had very low hopes for this because I was just like, I think I need to get something. And actually it looks so cute on. So this is a win and something I will definitely like keep and wear again. We also have kind of like a little inside joke thing going. So this is also going to be for one day of the trip. And then one day we are planning to go to the beach. There's a chance it might rain, so I'm bringing just like kind of a sundress to wear as a backup if we need to pivot and just explore and hang out in Savannah that day. But there's not much else that I need to bring. I definitely do want to bring my travel steamer on this trip, which you guys would have seen in my cruise packing vlog, but I have to issue a correction because someone in my comments was like, you can't bring that on a cruise ship. And I was like, what? And I didn't really see this till after we got back. Apparently though, steamers are like a fire hazard on a cruise ship, which totally makes sense, but I just had no idea. And I was looking it up after the fact, and it seemed like they could have confiscated it. For some reason they didn't. I mean, I honestly think it looks kind of like a Dyson hair tool, which I don't know how that would be much less of a hazard, but somehow it got through and it was not confiscated from me. But I definitely would not bring it on a future cruise for that reason, but I definitely want to bring it with me on this trip since I do think I'm going to end up checking a bag, because I'm also bringing all the fun goodies for the little gift bags that each girl is going to get. It's like POV. Your matron of honor is an influencer and wants to turn your bachelorette into a branded event. But I feel like Taylor's friends will very much appreciate it. So I might honestly go ahead and start putting all of this stuff into my main suitcase because I really don't think I need anything that I'm bringing for the next 2 days. I think I'll just feel good knowing that I got this out of the way. I'm gonna try to put most of this in my main suitcase. You guys are probably so sick of seeing me packing at this point. And I promise after this, there's like a 2-month break. Like we're having local girl fall. I just want to be in my neighborhood. I just want to enjoy my space, and it's going to be super nice to be able to fully dive into the routines. I feel like that's what fall is for, but summer, we gotta take the trips. We gotta do the things. Good morning, you guys. So we've got a bit of a good news, bad news situation this morning. So I guess the good news is my voice sounds much better, but we're a double whammy on the bad news, maybe a triple whammy because this is so squeaky and I don't want it to ruin me talking right now. So the first piece of bad news is I did not sleep well last night. And if you know anything about me, you know that sleep is critical to me functioning and being a real human being. Oh God. This doesn't happen to me all that often, but like last night I was just falling asleep making lists in my head of all the stuff I need to do, like last minute stuff before the trip tomorrow. All these other random things taking up space in my brain, so it took me forever to fall asleep. And then this morning I woke up and found out that we have no water. Some of you probably know this already, but one of the hazards of living in Hoboken is we have a lot of water problems. Pretty much all of Hoboken is in a flood zone because we're right at sea level. So that means that sometimes we get flooding and streets closed. And then the other thing about Hoboken is our pipes are really, really old. We have a really sensitive water system. Now, sometimes there are water main breaks, which is what I thought happened this morning, and that's obviously like an accident. It comes with no warning. We pretty much always have like an extra gallon of water in the refrigerator just in case this happens so that we're not without water on hand. However, today I'm annoyed because they taped a sign to the front of our building that said like planned work today between 4:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And for that, I would like to know, we couldn't have gotten a heads up yesterday? Planned work, water will be shut off between these hours. It would have just been nice to know. So I'm not gonna let this ruin my day, although it has altered my morning because I really got up and was gonna push through my Peloton ride. If anything, sometimes that helps when I'm feeling sleepy like this. However, if I can't shower after, that would be an issue, especially because I am going to the Mets game later today, and it's not like I could just sit around in the apartment and be sweaty all day. So that's the morning update. I'm going to drink my coffee, finish my ice roller. I haven't shown the ice roller in a while, but I really felt like I needed it today. Definitely helps when you're feeling puffy. I know for me, it's like the under eyes when I don't sleep, especially. Also can help with sculpting around the jawline. So I think what I'm actually gonna do is put the new episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty on, reply to some comments from a little post I did on Instagram last night, and I think there's some YouTube comments that are outstanding. And I'm just gonna ease into my morning, and in a little bit I'll show you guys my morning summer skincare routine. I just placed a Walmart Plus order to our house in Savannah for tomorrow with just a bunch of stuff to get us started, like snacks, cups, coffee, the essentials. And I'm super excited, but let's do some morning skincare. So I'm going to first exfoliate with the First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads. And this is following the ice rolling that I just did. I do like to do either the ice roller or the under eye patches if I'm feeling puffy or like I did not have a good night's sleep, which as we've discussed is the case for me today. And then this just feels like a nice reset. It's an exfoliator, but it's super gentle, and that's like one of my favorite things about First Aid Beauty and why I feel comfortable recommending them to pretty much everyone is because it's designed for sensitive skin. No fragrance, dermatologist tested, so if you are sensitive, First Aid Beauty, I have tried a good majority of their products and I have never had a bad experience. Next, I also like to use some kind of eye cream in the morning, so I'm going to use the Versed Brightening Eye Gel. This one has both vitamin C and caffeine, and I really like the little metal ball applicator because you just squeeze and then roll it over your eye, and this feels really soothing, especially on days when I don't do the eye patches. We're going to continue with the brightening products. I really like a lot of vitamin C for my skin in the morning because I feel like it increases the vibrancy. I feel like it makes my skin really firm and bright. So this is the Weekend Glow Brightening Serum from Versed, and I just do 2 pumps and smooth it all over my skin. And then in the evening is when I typically will alternate between something more hydrating, like something with niacinamide or hyaluronic acid. And then 2 nights a week-ish, I will usually do a serum with a retinol in it. I don't like the term anti-aging because aging is a privilege, but if you are more familiar with that term, that is one of the big points of why people use retinol products. And then we're gonna put some sunscreen on. I'm gonna switch things up. I've been loving the Elta MD, but I've also been loving this Innisfree Daily UV Defense Sunscreen, and gotta use the 3-finger rule to make sure you're fully covering your face. And that is the morning summer skincare. Literally, thank God I did this light load of laundry yesterday before our water went out. It does look like it'll come back on at 4:30, but I am gonna leave for the Mets before then because my dad is gonna drive in and park in Hoboken. We're gonna take the bus in together, so we just wanna leave like plenty of time to get there. No Peloton for me today, which actually makes me so sad because I really feel like it would have helped me wake up and have a little bit more energy today. And if you guys watched, was it last week's vlog where I was talking about wanting to really like push myself in August again to get back on a more consistent workout plan. Usually I do a long ride on Saturday, but I was just gonna do my normal Wednesday ride today, my Saturday ride tomorrow. And then I optimistically have packed a workout set to do my 15-minute core when I'm in Savannah, because all I need for that is the Peloton app, and I can pick a class that doesn't have any weights or equipment, which is a great way to like actually keep up with your routine when you're on the go. So I do love it for that reason. One of Taylor's friends did ask in the group text if there was a gym at our Airbnb, which sadly there is not, but maybe she'll want to like even join me for a quick little workout on Friday morning, assuming everyone is awake and in good spirits. But very lucky that I showered last night. Very lucky, again, like I did the laundry, that our dishwasher is not too full right now. One of the joys of living in Hoboken, you could lose water at any time, which is a crazy thing to say. Big news, guys. The water came back on, so I was able to do my Peloton and take a quick shower. I just did a body shower and I am getting ready for the Mets game. Now, it is potentially going to thunderstorm tonight, but I'm just gonna be overly optimistic that it's just gonna like pass right over. Like it's just gonna be in, be out, and then we can continue with about the game. And the Mets not only won last night, but Pete Alonso also broke the all-time home run record for the Mets. He just texted, so he is on his way. I'm just gonna do like really light makeup right now, honestly, because I feel like it's all either gonna melt off or get rained off. The whole beauty of baseball games is that you can be cute and casual at them. So that is my plan. And I'm also, as I'm doing my makeup, I'm throwing things into my travel makeup bag here. And I think I'm just gonna plan to wake up at 6 tomorrow, do my Peloton, and then I have a few hours to finish packing before we call ourselves the Uber. I can't believe it's her bachelorette. It's my best friend's bachelorette weekend. This is so insane. And I have been looking forward to it so much too, because I have helped plan a lot of it clearly, which I have loved doing. And I'm just so excited to like see all of her friends from all different walks of life. One thing about my friend Taylor is that she can make friends literally anywhere. So she has friends who she's known since grade school coming, her college roommates are coming, friends who she's met like in adulthood are coming. So it really is going to be everyone all together in one place. And I know how much it meant to me to be able to have that for my bachelorette weekend, and I'm so excited that she gets to like experience the same thing. And it also might rain all weekend in Savannah, but you know what? It's gonna be the same hot, humid weather here. Let's just go be hot and humid somewhere else, change it up a little bit. And I am so excited to return to Savannah. I actually did vlog my last trip to Savannah in, I think it was 2018 technically. I will link that vlog on the screen. That's like a blast from the past. And for that one, I went with my friend Alexa, and we did Savannah and also Charleston in the same trip. So what we actually did was do Savannah first, and then we took a bus that was only like 2 hours, and we also did Charleston. So that was awesome, but I feel like I'll definitely be seeing Savannah through different eyes on this trip. When Lex and I do a girls trip, it's very like low key. We go like shopping, just like get wholesome little dinner, in bed by like 9 or 10 type of thing. So I've never really gone out out in Savannah before. I'm curious to see what that's like. And we have so many activities lined up. So many activities. And yeah, in between getting some work stuff done, I was just running around like getting cash for tips for some of the different things that we've booked. But I'm glad that the flight is like midday, so I'll have the morning to finish up getting ready. And honestly, even if it pours later, the fact that I know that I will be able to come home and take a shower tonight because I have water, it's the little things, you know, it's the things we take for granted. I am very grateful for that. So this is my super simple outfit for tonight. I have this New York baseball t-shirt that I found on Etsy. I believe they do other teams too, so I'll link that shop down below. My shorts, I think, are Old American Eagle. I feel like Abercrombie also makes similar ones. And I'm just wearing my white high top Converse. I've reasoned that if these get soaked tonight, I have other shoes that I can bring to Savannah. Oh, and also this little tiny chain necklace from Amazon that I feel like I wear almost all the time and I never really mention. I don't know that I usually have the camera pointed this way, so hopefully it's focusing, but I will link it down below. And I'm just gonna bring my little mini Rebecca Minkoff bag. I don't think I can bring an umbrella. I'm pretty sure that's just like a stadium rule. So I'm debating if I actually want to bring a windbreaker or if I just get soaked and I'm in this, because also it's in the high 80s still, so just one of those steamy August New York nights. But I'm super excited, and I'm gonna bring my phone to vlog just because I can't risk getting a camera wet. But hopefully the Mets can win again today. And you guys, we haven't even had a chance to discuss Taylor Swift announcing her new album. There's just been so much going on this week, but I'm sure I'll talk about it on the podcast at some point. But right now, we gotta get going. Here we had a rain delay, but the game is getting going, and we're just grateful it didn't get canceled. But this is a tradition my dad and I do every year, so we're happy to be here. Do you have anything to say to the people?
Let's go Mets.
Let's go Mets. Root for the Mets. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Oh my god, you guys, why is it whenever my dad and I go to the Mets, they lose? They were up 6-0. They were up 6-0. And then they gave up 9 runs in the 4th inning, which I think lasted like an hour and a half. It was the longest top of an inning I've ever experienced in my life. And once again, I got home at 1 in the morning. If you're new to my channel, I promise I do not do this a lot, especially on weekdays. I think I got like 5 hours of sleep at least, but I gotta put my Matron of Honor armor on today. I gotta get ready. It is my best friend's bachelorette weekend. So I am just gonna I was supposed to do a 45-minute Peloton, but because I tried to sleep in a little more, I don't think I have time to do that this morning. So I think I'm just gonna put Gossip Girl on, ride for like 20 minutes. That's better than nothing at least. And then I'm gonna shower, finish up packing, have some breakfast, and we'll call our Uber to the airport. I am so excited. Also, at the game last night, we did the Hyundai Club for the first time, and that actually saved us with the rain delay because there's food in there, all the soft drinks are included. There was like a soft pretzel thing, there was a popcorn machine. As far as places to be stuck during a rain delay, that the game was supposed to be 7:10, it got pushed back to 8:45. That was a great place in the stadium to be stuck. So shout out to the Hyundai Club. Would definitely do that again. All packed, about to call the Uber, and we'll see you guys in Savannah. Friday. Oh my God. Woo! And just like that, we are back from Savannah. Oh my gosh, that was such an insane weekend. I definitely did not vlog very much because we were truly just living in the moment, tearing up the town, if you will. We had an absolute blast, and Taylor said it was the best weekend of her life. So as her matron of honor, that's really all I needed to hear. 13 girls, 4 days, and I lost track of how many peach high noons were consumed on this trip. But we truly just had so much fun all weekend. We kept running into other bachelorette parties. People were offering to buy us drinks, and we were just running around like in our matching outfits, and it was such a fun, wholesome, girly weekend. And this is your sign to go on a girls trip. It does not have to be as extravagant as the one that I was just on, but even grabbing a friend or a sister or your cousin or whoever and doing a little overnight somewhere, or doing like a staycation even. And you know, you don't even have to fly anywhere to make it fun, like the little PDF guide for the weekend. You could do like little DIY drinks at home. There's a ton you can do with a Canva subscription, let me tell you. But just getting together with the girls is always so fun, and Taylor's friends definitely always bring the good vibes. We got back last night later than anticipated. We almost got diverted to Philly because there were thunderstorms here, and thank God that didn't happen because I was not mentally prepared to take the Amtrak from Philly back to Penn Station. Also, you guys, how funny is Andrew? I got home last night and he looks at me and goes, "For some reason I thought you were in Charleston this whole time." I was just like, oh man, oh, they're so funny. But he had a burrito waiting for me when I got home, and honestly, Charleston, Savannah, similar vibes, so you can't fully blame the guy. And I really feel good. We checked so many things off the summer bucket list this week, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. It's Monday morning. I'm going to pick back up with another week in my life, so be sure to subscribe and stick around if you have not done so already. Be sure to comment this emoji if you've made it to this point in the video so I know who the real ones are, and I can say thank you for watching in the comments. And let me know if you guys want to see a video about planning a bachelorette or what our itinerary was. And I think I'll plan to do a full recap of this trip either in a blog post or on the podcast, so be sure to stick around for that. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.